can you check my thing to make sure the music and everything is working?
Yep. I just got a notification. I just got a notification that you were live.
Yeah, I just clicked the go live button thingy majigger.
I don't want to mute you. I like that starting screen.
Thanks.
Okay, there we go. And let me start getting mine out.
It's simple but effective. I like your little panda bro doing yoga. I think it's cool.
Okay, why is this starting? Position. Ah, there we go. Don't know why studio mode is on. There we go. That's.
I couldn't tell you.
That, and then we're gonna expand you. We'll be getting set up in just a moment, folks.
Yep, just getting ready.
And is still learning his dual monitor setup.
And Sheep is still figuring out OBS. Well, the fact that she has to run her computer and her laptop and her Xbox all at the same time just to do one thing.
Yeah. Did you end up making a couch for us, or are we just doing?
No, we're just gonna do it on the burrow. It's fine.
Oh,
I mean, I'll probably make a nice place for us in between episodes, you know. But for right now, we're just gonna do it in the burrow. I spent more time last night trying to set up little events throughout the towns in CC. Where am I? Oh. I was making
Hold on.
Kai's green. His
audio library.
We're just getting set up, folks. He's our first podcast ever. I thought podcasts were only audio, but Panda was the one that sits like sit on the couch. I'm like, that sounds like fun.
Yep, so it's literally just gonna be us sitting on the couch.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I'll probably wiggle my head around as I talk to try to make it look more realistic, but you get my point. Oh, I guess Hobo Jim is joining us, because I needed your help moving him, and you hadn't logged in. Need to put him back. Apparently, ladies and gentlemen, Hobo Jim will be joining us today. Even though you can't see it because I'm still on the starting screen, but still.
Alright, what about me, Sheep? Is music good volume?
Let me check. Did you check mine?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Let us see. Did I get a notification? Yes.
Music good volume?
Let me check. Yeah, I can hear us really good. Did you check mine?
Okay, cool. Yeah, I did.
Okay. Nice.
Alright.
I'm gonna turn down hostile mob sounds so that Hobo Jim doesn't annoy me too much. Because he's going.
I don't know how to feel about having my campaign competitor with us.
You can actually turn down just hostile creatures now, which is great. You have a lot of new sound settings now.
Don't mind me, guys. We'll be starting up soon. Just running to the location of where we're going to be running this podcast.
You know I'm God, so I could just teleport you if you wanted.
You could.
Would you like a teleport?
Sure.
Hey, you're eating melons in my face hole.
Yeah, what of it?
I guess I should be sheepy instead of admin sheep for this one. Yeah, but then again, admin sheep breaks the fourth wall, and I don't have the sheepy skin on this one, so I'm just gonna be admin sheep.
Is there a way to crouch lock?
Jesus Christ. Mine auto does it when I crouch.
Well, yeah, you're playing with controller.
Yeah, well, you might want to check your settings. I'm sure you can do something like that.
Okay, music is a bit loud. Hold on.
I'm gonna switch over to display. So that people can see us. Because I have to actually get up and walk over to the computer to change scenes. Now I need to double check that that's what it's doing. Yes, that's what it's doing. Beautiful. Oh! Hoorah! Oh, stretch. Oh, it just popped my back. It was amazing.
Alright.
Yeah, my back like never cracks.
Switch over to
I'm happy.
Gameplay.
Yeah, you can all do that without getting up. I have to get up. I'm gonna try to keep it to like an hour. What do you think?
Sounds good to me.
Ah, cool. Because I'm supposed to go give Kit Kat her Valentine's Day gift after this, and I don't want to waiting too long.
Give me a second. I'm just checking to see if there's a button for crouch lock. I think that's what it's called.
Good to know.
Yeah, sneak is shift. Yeah, no, I don't think there's a way of crouch locking. Oh well.
That's fine. Next time I'll have the mine carts back and we'll actually be able to sit like normal. I would say human beings, but we're both animals, so animals, I guess.
Oh, wait, I gotta change it so Hobo Jim is dead silent. What's that under audio?
Yeah, audio and then hostile mob sounds. Because he makes a lot of racket.
Don't you love it when random people call your phone?
Oh yeah, it's the greatest. Especially when it's 800 numbers. You're like,
alright,
fuck
everybody.
You. Sorry, go ahead.
We are live with our first ever podcast.
Podcast! I have to do the sheep thing.
This is a
Wait.
new thing for us. We've joked about it, but now we're doing it.
Oh, I don't have any of my emotes set. Damn it. I was gonna like wave or something. Okay.
I just gotta reach for my bottle real quick.
That's too much trouble. I'll set it up for next time.
Podcast.
Okay. I didn't mean to run over your intro.
No, yeah, that was about all I got.
Okie dokie. My turn.
Mouse would stop moving and fucking up my camera.
Yeah. My turn. Okay. I would normally do a countdown, but we're already live, so there's no point. So, here we go. Hey guys, what's up? Crafty Sheep here with Perpetual Panda! Say hi, Panda.
Hi, Panda.
this is something new we're trying. We're going to try to do a podcast that's somewhat visual. Mostly just us kind of standing here so that we have an environment to talk in, since we live far away from each other and we can't actually like hang out. So we're going to be discussing Bedrock today. I have prepared 5 questions of discussion, and hopefully that will fill what I hope will only be around an hour long podcast. If you enjoy it, let us know down in the comments, like, subscribe, you know, the whole drill, all that sort of stuff. If you have any suggestions for future topics, we would like to keep it Minecraft based, at least for right now. Otherwise it'll be a different series, but still a podcast. We're figuring it out. Suggestions in the comments below, and I hope you guys enjoy. How are you doing today, Panda?
Not too bad. Just checking something on my stream here. It's saying YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering.
Well, buffering sucks, but does it have a fix for it?
No. YouTube just likes giving you a message. Yeah, it just likes giving you a message to saying, "Oh, this is happening."
Yeah, it's angry at my resolution. It says I'm 1152 by 720, and it doesn't like it, but I don't know how to fix that, so it can eat my ass. Yeah, also, not safe for kids. Yeah, lots of cursing involved in this particular podcast.
Let's see if I decrease the bitrate a little bit. Maybe that'll fix it.
Probably your interwebs. I don't know how fast your interwebs are, but I know that you're also wireless, which is not helpful.
That's fixing it a little bit. Let's drop it down to 4,000.
Where did my questions go? There it is. Haha.
Wouldn't be a stream without technical difficulties.
This is true. Every time we legitimately try to stream,
alright, that seemed to fix it. Dropping the bitrate a bit.
Yay! Hooray! Okay, so are you ready?
I think so. I have given no thought to these questions whatsoever.
That's why I gave them to you like 2 or 3 days in advance so you can think about it.
I know.
You numbnut. It's okay, I didn't think about it either, but I usually don't need to with this sort of stuff. I'm pretty good at impromptu questioning. So. Alright, so today we are going to be discussing Bedrock. And the first question that we have for discussion is, what is your overall opinion of Bedrock in comparison to the classic Xbox One edition? Panda, why don't you start us out?
Well, for starters, it's more updated.
True, very true.
I mean, that's a big thing, is this version is completely getting all the new updates, whereas the Xbox One edition is still stuck back
before
Aquatic.
Yeah, which is sad. It's really sad.
Yeah.
That's why I want to upgrade Sheep's World.
I mean, the other thing is I like the fact, I like it being cross-platformable, because that means I can play on PC and Sheep can stay on console, so she doesn't have to buy.
Good point.
She doesn't have to buy Minecraft on PC.
Or get a really good PC, because you really need one to run it. Which is weird, because it's all blocks, but there's a lot more data going on than the graphics. So, if you ever take a look at my command block hole, you'll see there's a lot more going on than just blocks.
Yeah, I mean, that's also another big thing is the introduction of command blocks that let you get more into depth to that.
Yes, I love command blocks. They're amazing. I wish that I had all the functionality in command blocks that Java does, because there's certain commands and NBT data and stuff like that that I can't do because they haven't integrated into the system yet. But I'm definitely doing a lot better with this particular server than I was previously when I had to go manually refill everybody's crops and shit.
Yeah. That was a bit of a pain.
Oh yeah. It was a major pain. And then when I had to check like 70 fucking NPCs every week and manually do everything forever. Now, it took me like probably 30 hours a week just to update the server weekly. It was insane. Now, a lot of the stuff is automated, but then again, that creates lag, which is always the bane of our existence. So it's like tit for tat, you know what I mean?
No, I'm good, Andrew Romano. I don't really like playing Hunger Games maps. Thanks for the offer, though.
Hello, Andrew. You said Andrew, right?
Yes.
Welcome to the podcast.
He wants to know if you three. I think he's mistaking Hobo Jim as a player, but
no, that is an NPC.
For a chance at $50.
No.
No, I'm good. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Thanks for the offer, though.
It's cool.
Well, I think we kind of discussed question 2 here, which is what are some of the things you love about Bedrock already, but
I didn't even get a chance to answer question 1. You just like went off in left field.
Well, I let you explain command blocks, but if you want to go into further what you think, what your overall...
The comparison, yeah. I think, that's really hard to say. In comparison, yes, it is better in a lot of ways, but in a lot of ways it's not. Like, especially as an admin that runs a roleplay server and has to constantly come up with new and bigger and better rewards for the players, it would be really nice if I could say, you know, add thorns onto a shovel if I wanted to, make unique items, and I can't do that on this version. You can do it on the old version, but not on this one. I think that maybe they should restrict it to like creative only, obviously, but when you're making maps, map makers and stuff like that, I'm sure really miss those kind of things if they're only on console. I mean, I know you can go on PC and edit all the files and make mods and stuff, but you can't do that on console, so I really miss that.
Or maybe they should at least make it so like there's a separate set of servers that content creators can make like an adventure map kind of on console.
Well, yeah, but if they did that, then I would still be asked out because it would have to be a pack that I could apply to this server. Otherwise, I'd have to make a whole new CC, and with the amount of work we put into this, no, we're finishing this.
Well, my thought is you could probably transfer this to that specific server, which would give you.
Okay.
But I will say this: there is one big major difference between this version and Bedrock is lag. There's a lot more.
Yeah, there's a lot more lag, but it's because you can do a lot more. One of the reasons that they had so many restrictions, like there was an animal cap and there was an item frame cap and all that other stuff in the old version, is to keep the server from doing just what it's doing, lagging really bad. Now, if I knew exactly what was causing the lag, if it's a fact that I have too many command blocks, if it's a fact of there's too many signs or whatever, like if I knew exactly what it was, I could troubleshoot it, but there's like very little information out there on what it could be exactly that's causing the issue. And that's frustrating, to say the least. But I really miss the being able to make custom items. Like, God, I miss that so much. Other than that, I mean, for the most part, it's worth it to make the transition. I stayed away from Bedrock for almost a year, maybe even a little bit longer, before I actually made the transition, because it just... I like I have 2 players specifically that are Redstoners, and they hate the new Redstone system, so they're pretty much...
Yeah, the biggest difference being is for a lot of viewers is Redstone has changed a lot.
Yeah. I mean, I think that we're all human beings and we can grow and adapt, but some people are stubborn. I'm stubborn too, to a certain degree, but I finally folded and upgraded. And with the new blocks, because I'm a builder, I love all the new blocks and the new colors and the new things you can make, and, you know... that's another thing that Classic... No, Classic had that problem too. I wish that, I'm getting into the next question, sorry. Never mind. I'm gonna hold my thought there. Overall, I think it's better. I just really wish that some of the old features were included.
Yeah, that's
There's my final conclusion there. Okay, and what are some of the things you love about Bedrock, Panda?
Well, I mean, obviously, there's a lot more in the game. There's the aquatic update, which added a bunch more marine animals, mobs, things like that. There's the new biomes.
Dolphins!
There's dolphins, sea turtles, pandas, you know, polar bears.
Yes.
Everything
No,
else.
polar bears are in the old one.
Are they?
Yep. They're few and far apart, but they're there.
Yeah.
They came with the ice biome, so.
It's the new nether realm.
Oh, I love the new colors, the red and the crimson, and it's so pretty. I love Blackstone. Blackstone is like my most favorited block. I fucking love Blackstone. Block. And Basalt. Basalt is like this really dark gray wood looking. It's so pretty. Sorry. I like to do things in tones of gray.
I think that's mostly one of my favorite things is the amount of, like, it's constantly being updated too. But, what else is there? I mean, the addition of new skin packs and stuff like that is great too, because before it was just, what was it, Minecraft skin pack 1 through 6? And then Holiday.
There were quite a few. There were holidays, there was Star Wars, there was Doctor Who, there was Halo.
But now there's a lot more. Like, people can actually
Mass Effect. Yeah.
People can actually make skin packs.
Yeah, you can make your own skin piecemeal. I wish they had a few more options, but I've been able to reproduce. I've been able to reproduce sheep piecemeal, which makes me happy.
What about you, Sheep?
I love the command blocks. I think that's my most favorite thing because I like coding. I love coming up with new ideas for new adventures and different items. Like, if you guys tune in to the upcoming episode, shameless self-promotion tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There's a new shop in the Magic community, and it sells scrolls. And one of the coolest scrolls that I made, which I'm really excited about, is a lightning bolt scroll, where you toss it on the ground and 4 bolts of lightning just spawn all around you and kill the mobs in all directions. It's really cool. And I did it with command blocks.
In other words, if you want to make charged creepers.
Yeah, kind of like that. I mean, it's just lightning bolts, so it doesn't destroy the ground. It just sets things on fire and hurt. Like, if you're ever surrounded by like an army of fucking zombies or something like that, it would be a good thing to have, you know? Yeah. So just making custom items like that are really, 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 really cool. So my favorite thing is the command blocks. I could code command blocks all day, every day. So I really love them. What do you hate about Bedrock, if anything?
Like I said, the increase of lag is a bit of an issue sometimes. For example, I could be standing over in Ashtown and trying to eat a melon, and it'll take me 5 minutes to eat that melon slice.
Which is really annoying. I'm hoping once I get
even in standard like servers, that's also a problem I've noticed.
I'm hoping once I get Dorian's storage area out of this actual area, that'll reduce some of the lag at least, because there's probably like 8 million signs down there. And when I first load up, I can see through the world, and I can see those signs just like floating there. So you know it's causing lag.
Chunk loading is a bit of a pain. Like, I've noticed, like, in the old edition, because it was so limited to, what, a 25 by 25, or 5 by... What was it, 25 block? Or a 25 map?
Oh god, I don't even remember how small the old one was. But
I think it was
tiny.
A 25 map. I think it was a 5 by 5 by 5.
Chunk, probably, yeah.
And that you could literally run around the world and have no problem with it loading in, but because it's so infinite, technically, in this game, it has a problem with loading chunks.
Yeah, I hate that. I wish that you could have more taking areas, because from my research, if you have a chunk that's always loaded, then when you run into it, you don't really have any issues because it's always been loaded, but you can only have up to 10 ticking areas, and I need every single one of those for all my command blocks.
Well, the other problem is it also runs into a problem with making mob spawners, too. Because before, when the old edition, you used to just be able to be on the server and the mob spawner would actually summon mobs and it would work, even if you were nowhere near it. Now you have to be on top of that chunk in order for the mobs to spawn.
Well, no, in the old version, you had to be at least 150 blocks of the spawner. Unless it was at spawn, because spawn is always loaded for some reason. I don't know why. But it makes it hard with the mob spawning, because if I have 4 players on in 4 different towns and I'm trying to get a dark area to spawn mobs, it's never gonna happen. I actually had to put literal spawners in our mob grinder that worked in Classic, but not in this one.
Yeah.
In order to get it to function.
Which is a bit of a pain.
I think the #1 thing that I hate about Bedrock, and maybe it's not Bedrock exclusive. I'm hoping it's not Bedrock exclusive. I'm hoping it's just part of this Realms bullshit. But the censorship.
Oh boy, here we go.
The censorship is ridiculous. Common names for human beings get censored. Like the name Bob. There's probably a million Bobs in the universe, but I can't type his name onto a sign. Like, what the fuck, Mojang? Last night I was writing the letter to the citizens or whatever, because Hobo Jim over here, our nice little friendly zombie, wants to become mayor. And the sentence I wrote was, I intend to erect a garden, free garden for everybody, blah blah. No, can't write erect. Really? Really?
Well,
Are you
yeah.
fucking kidding me? But that's like a technical term. That's not even a vulgar. Like, I could understand if I tried to write pussy or cock or dick or hard dick, or, you know, but that's a technical term. Even the word penis should be allowed because it's a medical term. Like, it's so stupid. It's so irritating. And now they've started censoring out command block coordinates because people are trying to write penis and cock and vagina in leet. So now I have to download the server, take it off of multiplayer, put it on single player, go in, put in my coordinates, then take it off of multiplayer, single player, put it back on multiplayer and re-upload it. Just to do one fucking command because you guys want to censor everything under the fucking sun. There should be some sort of option somewhere saying that this is an 18 plus server and people have to agree that they're over 18 before they join, and that, you know, so and so is not responsible. There should be something that you gotta click where we can say this is adults only, you know,
kind of like YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. You know, like when you go to an over 18 video, it says you must be over 18 to proceed. Do you wish to do that, Mojang? Do that. I don't care if people have to click a button every time they log in saying they're over 18. I don't care. Stop censoring my commands. Stop censoring my NPCs' names. A player of mine, Optic Cheese, spells his name CH33ESE. That is now censored. The word cheese. Stop it, Mojang.
Well, that's because people
What
are
is
saying
wrong
dick
with
cheese.
you? What is wrong with you? Stop it. Okay, your turn.
I mean, that's about really all I have for about hating Bedrock. I mean, some of the mobs are a bit of a pestering, but you know, you can get around that.
Oh, I love the new mobs. I don't
Like,
care.
the
They're
phantoms
just all
are a bit of
whiny.
a pain.
They're a pain, yes, but, you know, I think it adds a little bit of a challenge, and I like a little bit of a challenge.
Yeah, but I don't like being forced to sleep. Like, it'd be one thing if they spawned in at nighttime, but they only spawn if you don't sleep.
Well, yeah, but when you play on hard, you're forced to eat, and nobody ever really complains about that. You know, if you took a bed with you everywhere you went, it wouldn't be an issue.
Because eating has been
know?
a major mechanic of the game this entire time. Most people in base game, or at least when I was playing on Xbox One, we would never have, like, sleep. We'd actually work through the night, but now it's kind of hard to do that.
Oh, I always slept unless Dagger was on the server, which means I'm not allowed to sleep. So I might as well not be playing.
I would
but...
literally work up on the surface during the day and go mining at night. Even though I know
Don't mine at night.
Yeah.
Oh man, I like the Phantoms. They're okay. I would have rather had the little rock guys. That's the ones that I voted for. But hey.
Have we met the Warden yet? Or is that not in
No.
yet?
That's not
next
in
up.
yet. That's the next update. That's the
update.
caves and something update.
I can't wait for that cave update.
Yeah, I can't either because I'll have spikes. I have an entire
It's not just that. I
build.
can't wait to actually go in and it look like a giant cave, you know?
I have a build that I had been working on for about 2 months that had to do with the first, right? And it's this massive build, this huge build. Like, we're talking 200 by 200 by 200 square blocks. And it's this, like, I don't want to give too much away, but it's like an underground town that's supposed to be hidden. And I spent about 2 months manually making stalactites and all those sort of things with, like, fences and walls, and I just got so tired of it. I got maybe a third of the roof done, and I just abandoned the whole project. Now I can just go in and fucking stalactites. You know, I cannot wait to finish that build now. It makes me really excited. It just, it was such a pain. I'm so excited to finish that build. So I'm really excited about that update. That it's just, yes, I like the new bushes. There are some bushes with like little flowers on it and tree leaves with like little berries or some shit. Just the different variation of blocks helps so much when you're a builder.
Yeah. No, I agree. Now,
always looking for more greenery.
Yeah. Do you think Bedrock will ever reach a point where even classic Xbox One players will be satisfied?
No. No, because I
believe
that Mojang or Microsoft or whoever the fuck is calling the shots, I don't even know anymore, is got their foot put down. They're like, we make plenty of money on these microtransactions. If the old heads don't like it, we got babies being born every fucking day, and the new kiddies will be really excited and won't know anything about the old edition, so fuck the old players. I mean, it's a little harsh, but I really feel like that's kind of the approach they're taking. So a lot of the stuff that we're asking for, like, you know, the enchanting of the items and stuff like that were in the classic edition, or changing the redstone, they're never going to fix the redstone. It's, in their opinion, it is fixed. And technically it is. I don't know how much research you've done on it, Panda, but the old system, the way that it worked, people were using glitches, essentially, things that just glitched out or didn't work right to make their contraptions, and they were using those to their advantage. So it's that argument whether it's a glitch or a feature, you know?
Yeah.
But the old way, a lot of it was stuff not working the way it was supposed to.
Like,
and that's how they learned.
Redstone running underwater.
Yeah, stuff like that. And
however, there is a workaround with that, and we'll get into that in the next question.
Okay, just give me a second. But with the new stuff, they fixed it, quote. So they fixed all the things that were wrong with it and made it work in a way that makes more logical sense than the old way did, to be honest. But people are mad because they were happy with it being broken, but a feature. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
So I don't think they're ever gonna, I don't think it'll ever, not the hardcore ones.
I don't think people will be satisfied. I think people will still try and get, not to mention, hate to break it to you, Mojang, but, you know, because there's the new version and you can't get the old version in the store anymore because you decided to do that, you made the disc version so much more valuable. I have the Xbox One disc, and I know people who will pay me to get it because they can't get it anymore.
I bet if you go look on eBay or some shit, it's probably like $70 at this point.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, hold on to it until it goes up to like a bunch more and then sell it. Yeah, a lot of old games like that. The Harvest Moon on Super Nintendo, I paid like $68 for it when I was like 16, and that we were in the GameCube era then.
Yeah,
because
my favorite era.
Just cartridges, just, you know, of old classic games. Like, I can't find ActRaiser anymore; it just doesn't exist. You know. But,
yeah. And if it does, it's probably like buku dollars.
Oh yeah, I'm sure, yeah. I think Dorian has some Sega games that are worth a fucking fortune.
Oh yeah, my
somewhere around
GameCube
here.
games, the longer I keep them, the more they're worth.
Yeah, I got rid of most of my games, so
But
I don't really have any
yeah,
to
no,
sell.
I don't think
but...
Xbox One players will ever be satisfied with Bedrock Edition.
Yeah, I think the hardcore ones.
They're sitting down nitpicking and yeah, we got a bunch of new stuff, but what about this old stuff that
Yeah.
I can do this, and well, yeah, that's nice, but I can do 10 times more. Yeah, but
Yeah,
this mechanic that I learned doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, I was really whiny for a while about it, but it was just they just kept adding so many new blocks, and I'm a builder. That's what I do, and the variation of blocks is just. I was like, all right, and now there's command block. Okay, I'm down. You know, like it took me a while to change over, but I can be flexible to a certain degree.
Yeah.
So.
Same here.
Okay, Panda, so what would you like to see in the future of Bedrock?
Well, honestly, there's, I think a lot of things, since there's the introduction of copper, I think, honestly, a good idea would be copper wiring. Now, because Redstone's kind of basically the wiring system of Minecraft, you can incorporate it into that system. But copper wiring can make it so we can actually run under water, underground, through blocks, stuff like that, I think it would actually, and it can also make it so we can have actual light setups and switches that actually, I think honestly it might be a better idea.
What, like string lights and stuff?
Yeah, stuff like that,
That would be really cool. I would think that they would have to add something though, like silicone or rubber or something like that, because a lot of times, even with the mods, like the PC mods and stuff, they try their best at least to make logical sense of how things work, and just a plain copper wire running through water would electrocute the fuck out of you.
Yes,
so,
this is true.
I think they might want to add something, as an insulator to the craft.
Wire.
That might work.
Slime would be technically like the closest thing we'd have to rubber.
Yeah, something like that. I think that they would probably end up needing to add something to the crafting recipe for that, and then, go from there. I think it would be an interesting concept. I mean, I've seen wiring done on certain mods like Sevtech. And there's different types of wires. You can get like a hot wire that if you run across it, it actually gets damage to you, or you can get an insulated wire that doesn't do damage.
Yeah,
things
something like that. Or you can actually electrocute water so it actually does damage when you're swimming through it, or something like that.
Yeah, so you could make like an electrified moat around your house if you wanted, with stop the mobs and stuff. So I think that would be cool. I don't know if they're gonna go that far, but I think that would be cool. I would love to see copper tools. I know they're not going to be as good as netherite or diamond or whatever, but I would just love to see a different tool set. Yeah. Just for aesthetic, if nothing else. I mean, I use tools and item frames as signs and, things like that. I think it would be really cool to be able to just have a copper tool set or a copper armor set. Like, you have leather armor that you can dye, but it really is very limited, because there are certain pieces, like on the leg pieces, there's like these two squares that never change color and stuff like that. If you could have copper armor, at least that would be a new color set, you know what I mean?
Or how about being able to just paint iron armor? That'd be kind of cool. Like,
that
take dyes and dye different metal, because technically speaking you could throw a coat of paint over metal,
Yeah, exactly. I think paint in general would be a great idea, so that you could have like
a wood wall and you just paint it a different color.
Yeah, you paint it a different color, exactly. Any kind of color variation I think would be a great idea. Would love to be able to paint stairs. I know people have been asking for concrete stairs forever.
Jeez.
Yeah, him as well. I mean, I would love concrete stairs too, but paint would be great. I mean, carpet was a wonderful idea. The only problem with carpet is you can't put anything on the carpet.
Yeah, I wish you could put something on the carpet. That would be nice.
It's like, you have so many blocks that don't cover full blocks. Like if I put a lantern on this carpet, this rug in front of me, it would float. Is it just,
Or like,
little tweaks like that would be a great
cool,
addition.
as well as having shelving units. Kind of like, since we have the introduction of the bag system and the barrels, kind of try to make like a hodgepodge together and make like an actual shelving unit that kind of like, it doesn't have to fully display, but when you like it makes it look like there's something on the shelf, and then you click on it and you can actually access the inventory of what's on that shelf.
Yeah, make it like a chest, but it has a generic, like, oh, here's 2 books when you add 1 item, and here's, a little,
when you have a full chest,
jar.
it's a full shelf of books.
Yeah, here's a little jar displayed when you add another item, and, whatever. Yeah, I like the concept of that. I do. I think that would be I think that would be a cool thing. You know what I would love to see?
Because then we could actually do, like, grocery stores. I've always wanted to do a grocery store build, but building shelving units is a pain.
Ooh, that should be a challenge that we do. We should both try to build a grocery store.
Because the only way I've ever made shelving units is basically with an item frame, and then you use staircases.
Panda, can you follow me for a minute? I want to show you something.
Oh boy. Hold on, I gotta switch my camera. There we go.
Okay. I'll show you my favorite shelving unit.
I can't fly.
Yeah, I know, that's why I'm here.
Friggin' admins and their advantage.
I know, right? You could have put yourself on creative just for this if you wanted to.
No, because remember, I can't. You have to put me in creative. You had to use the button, remember?
What about this, motherfucker?
Yeah.
This is my shelving unit.
Yeah, but
no
the armor
frames.
stands.
But you can't even hardly see them. You can barely see them.
Yeah, I know, but how many armor stands did you use? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 armor stands. I know there's no limit, but...
Yeah. Well, I was trying to be helpful. I don't know.
No, it looks good.
I actually got it from...
Aesthetically pleasing.
Shout out to... Fuck, I can't remember his name. What is his name? FedEx
I don't think
Gaming.
that's his name. FedEx, yes.
Gaming. Yeah,
I haven't sat down and watched him in a while. I know he was out for a little while.
Yeah, he was gone for a while, but he came back with Bedrock and has all these new Bedrock ideas and concepts and stuff, and he's doing really great with it. I'm really happy that he came back.
I know he had back problems and whatnot.
Yeah, he was gone for like almost a year, I think. But
yeah, well, that happens, when you sit in a chair, Yeah,
no, I know what you mean. But he's come back and started doing Redstone with Bedrock rules. Something I've been wanting to check out so I can kind of fix some of these old devices without using command blocks so that I know how to... when I upgrade Sheep's World, I don't have any god power, so I'm probably going to be using him as a reference for a lot of stuff.
Oh, there's another thing I forgot to mention about my favorite thing is water elevators.
Oh yeah, water elevators.
Everybody for the longest time just had a fountain of water, called it a water elevator. Like a water source going down. Now they actually are water elevators.
Yeah, which is awesome. I really like the improvement. I really hated using just a water stream before because it was so slow getting up to the top, and it
Unless you had like Depth Strider.
Yeah, but it was like really annoying at that point. I really hated that. I was always looking for a good elevator concept. I mean, I can do plenty with command blocks, but it's going to be a real challenge when I upload Sheep's World, and I got to come up with redstone adaptations, so that ought to be fun. Anything else you want to see added?
Not that I can think of. I mean, maybe just some more food recipes. Like, with cocoa beans, we should be able to make chocolate cake,
I think we should be able to... Well, I mean, technically, the cake in the game is supposed to be a Black Forest cake, which is chocolate.
I mean, yeah, but still, it's not technically chocolate cake.
Yeah, and I think that you should be able to add chocolate to milk to make chocolate milk.
Yeah. Simple stuff like that. Even if it was, and maybe some more bed styles, like make a different size bed. Like, instead of just the singular bed, make like a double wide. Or something like that, you know?
You know what I'd like to see? More crops. I'd like to see them take the, like, vine mechanic and do stuff like blueberries and strawberries and...
Oh,
I know
cool.
we have,
yeah.
I know we have the sweet berries, but it's just a little bush, you know?
Yeah.
I would love to see them take the vine mechanic to a new level, and I know that they, with the new vines for...
Like make grapes.
Yeah. Like the new vines for the nether stuff. I know some of those grow up, some of them grow down, so I know they have the capability.
Or make,
like, take
more
some of those
trees,
mechanics.
You know? Like make a banana
tree. Yeah, a fruit tree in general would be great.
Like a banana tree, an orange, you know. I mean, we have apples coming from the oak tree, but it's not technically an apple tree.
Yeah, but like an apple tree. Like where there are apples hanging off of it. I've seen that done 100 times in Skyblock, you know, like I don't imagine it would be that complicated. I would like to see stuff like corn as well, I think. Would be cool.
Well, I mean, we have wheat, so why not corn?
Yeah, exactly. You know?
Sunflowers we have.
Yeah, but they don't do anything. You can't even get sunflower seeds out of them. Like, you should be able to, like, put them in a grinder or something and get sunflower seeds.
Or put them in the oven and get
or something like
seeds.
that. Yeah, get roasted seeds that you could eat, you know? Stuff like that. I really think that there's a lot of room for improvement in the food/crop area.
Or
I mean, we do have a lot, but...
That'd be cool.
Sprinklers would be okay. I think that would be probably more of a redstone kind of thing, because you'd want to power them and blah, 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 blah. But right now we don't have to water the crops for them to grow. They just grow. They need water nearby.
Well, maybe they would introduce pipes. Like
pipes is getting really, really, really complicated. I think that's let's deal with wiring first, and then we'll start talking about piping and fresh water and that sort of stuff. But I would just love to see a new variation of crops.
Ooh, poison water.
Poison water? Who said that?
Yeah, no, like just imagine, like, you know how, like, if you're out in the wild, you have to look for fresh water. You know,
I think like it would be interesting that if you have water, like a water source block, within, I don't know, 100 blocks of redstone, that it can become polluted. So that industrialized areas have a hard time getting fresh water. I think that would be interesting. But that's just me upping the challenge, you know? Like, I like making the game harder. So... I mean, I know electricity doesn't produce pollution in general. It's just like that would be the base concept near redstone contraptions. You can't really have fresh water, you know what I mean?
Or even actually introducing some sort of pollution system would be kind of cool.
That would be interesting, yeah. Like, I don't know if they're ever going to, because they're always like eco-friendly. Mojang is like super eco-friendly, but it would raise awareness, you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, just imagine you make these giant factory buildings like in my area here, and they cause pollution, you know?
Yeah,
and exactly. The sky is more smoggy, or, you know...
I've seen mods that have pollution as a factor in it. It's really interesting. Like, you have to get air filtration and all that sort of shit. Like, you can't even smelt in an oven. Like, if you put an oven inside a small room, a 5x5, and you smelt something, the whole room fills with smoke and pollution. And you have to give it a chimney to get out and escape. And I think that kind of realism is cool.
Yeah.
It would make builds more challenging as well, like especially in like survival, if you had to have some way for it to. Well, that's why I kind of like the idea
of like when you light a fire with netherite, you have to have wood away from it, because otherwise it catches fire.
Yeah, realistic stuff like that is really cool. But honestly,
but if you do a campfire, it doesn't spread.
Yeah, that is one thing I like, that you do have the ability to have fire that doesn't spread. That is one of my new favorite things, is the campfires, because there's so many times that
they actually produce smoke.
Yeah, I just wanted the smoke. You know, I didn't even want the campfire. I just wanted the smoke effect. But the whole area is surrounded in wood. You know what I mean? So, I'm really happy with the campfires. I think that's one of my new favorite ones. But honestly, if I had to,
lanterns, those are pretty cool.
The soul lanterns are cool and the soul torches are cool, but I don't get why they produce less light than regular torches. Like, you would think if it was
blue light is a lot less brighter.
If it was a soul, it would be a hell of a lot stronger than just fire, you know? Like, I don't know.
Blue light is a lot less. Isn't blue light a lot less bright than white light?
Honestly, that I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I'm not sure. But I like them. They're cool. I love the lanterns. The lanterns was a great addition. We're always trying to find
chains.
Better looking lighting. Oh, chains are amazing too. I love the chains.
They're pain, though.
Yeah, but they recently changed it so that you can make them go left to right. It was just up and down, and now you can make them go left to right, and that adds like a whole new layer of building ability, really. I love the change. I think they're beautiful. I can make some pretty epic looking shelving units.
We can make actual drawbridges.
Yeah, you know, maybe not ones that function unless you had command blocks, but it's okay. But yeah, if I had to, like, if Mojang was asking me, what do you want to see next? I would say, let's do some sort of food expansion. Let's get some corn in here, and
or even maybe painting expansion.
Yeah, that would be cool too.
Actually,
I think that would be a hell of a lot
paintings.
harder. Yeah, I would love to be able to see you. I think they should give you the option to upload your own pictures. I think there should be some menu somewhere. Or at least take the paintings
from another skin pack and be able to incorporate them into your server.
Yeah. Oh, that's another thing with the skin packs and the map packs. They have all these cool map packs from these amazing creators in the marketplace, and I would be more than happy to pay for them. I would be more than happy to pay for them.
If we could piecemeal it.
Even if I could just apply them to my server. Like, when we do our charity stream, not that it's been mentioned on the channel, but we'll be doing a charity stream soon. I have a hospital pack that has real hospital beds and, you know, stuff like that. But if I wanted to add that pack to this server so that I could have hospital beds on this server, I can't do it. Like, it's just a map.
So basically, you won't be able to piecemeal it.
Yeah, I can't, I can't, and it irritates me. Like, Mojang, you would get so much money from me if I could piecemeal items from these packs into my existing server. You guys would make a fucking fortune off of me, so I don't have to code everything. I'm telling you, piecemealing it would be great. Like, custom skin, or custom resource pack, or custom behavior pack. Add that to the menu and then select this behavior or this resource from this pack for this thing. It would be great.
It would honestly create a lot of lag, which there should be a workaround at some point.
I don't think so. I think once you create the pack, it should zip it all up and just apply it on boot. I don't think it would be that difficult to... The way that I understand that Minecraft loads, I don't think it would be that difficult. So... But regardless, I really think that... Oh, man, if I could just... I'd buy a furniture pack if I could apply it to this server, but I can't. If I buy a furniture pack, it's a world where I can use that furniture, but I can't apply it here, and it
that'd be
bothers
cool.
the shit.
Couches. We could have couches.
Yeah, couches, chairs,
shelves.
Desks, even, like where you can sit at a desk. You know, like.
Yeah. Like they have in those Minecraft Life servers.
Yeah. Like I would love to see furniture. Like a refrigerator would be great. I can't tell you how long I've been making the refrigerator with the dropper and the iron door, and you know, just a block that looks like a fridge where you can open it up. It doesn't even have to be like, you know, it has a temperature in it. Just make it reskin, you know, like a double chest going vertical. That's it. You know?
Yeah.
Like, it's really not that hard. I don't know. I'm whining, but I really shouldn't be. I love Bedrock. I love the Classic Edition. I love them both for their own reasons. But there's always room for improvement, and I think they're trying to improve. I think that they're focusing a little bit too much on the microtransactions and not necessarily the features that we're looking for. But that's my overall opinion, anyways.
Well, it's like at Minecon, why pick from 3? Why not just introduce all of them?
Well, I think people have fun with the voting process.
Well,
so.
yeah, but I mean, obviously make it so, do this, people vote, right? And the one that gets the most vote gets introduced first. However, you're still going to introduce the other 2.
I don't know, I think less people would vote if it didn't, because if you're voting for 3 and 2 don't make it but 1 makes it because you vote, you're definitely inclined to vote. But if all 3 make it in eventually, you're just voting for which one happens first, I think less people would be inclined to vote, because people love winning and shoving it in somebody else's face, unfortunately. The competition is there, like, na 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 na, my mob won. That sort of...
We're getting the glow squid.
Yeah, exactly. I'm happy with the glow squid. I wanted the cow, the blossom cow. The flower cow, yeah, I wanted the flower cow. But once he was out of the race, I definitely wanted the glow squid, because we've got enough illagers and pillagers and creepers and spiders and gas and dragons to kill us on any day. I don't think we need another mob trying to kill us.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Well, that, and no offense, but I love the new aquatic update, but I love the squids, and having another version is kind of nice.
Yeah, I mean, squids have been around for a long time, and I feel like that they have needed an update, and even though it's going to be both, that makes me happy. I'm glad it is an update. It's got more species. I mean, do you know how many species of squid there are in, like, real life? Lots and lots and lots. So it's nice. I think it's a nice tip of the hat on an old feature and bringing some new life to it, to be honest. But everybody's like, oh, it didn't do anything. It's okay. It adds ambiance. It adds atmosphere. It will help a lot for, certain builds.
And
or
plus,
maybe
you guys are
adventure
getting
maps.
the warden. You got your hostile mom.
Yeah, you got your hostile mom. Also, I haven't been following it, so if you know something that I don't, Panda, you let me know. But, as far as I know, they haven't confirmed or denied everything that the glow squid does and does not do. I think there's still room to add things. Like, I think it would be interesting if you killed a glow squid and it dropped glowstone. It would be an interesting way to get glowstone before going to the nether. You know what I mean? So, there's still room, since it hasn't been added, for them to give it more usefulness for those that are whining about that. I don't know if they're going to, but you never know. You know what I mean?
Alright, I think that's gonna do it for this first podcast of ours. I hope you... that's all the questions we got for today. If you guys have any further questions or discussions that you want to talk about, we do not get political here, and we do not talk about religion.
Nope.
Those are the 2 major rules of this podcast. But if there's anything else, any questions you guys have for us or whatnot, leave a comment down in the section below. And maybe it'll get featured in our next podcast. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching. Show that like button some love with a big bear hug. And remember, stay cute, stay cuddly. And I'll be back before I can say bamboo. See you soon.
Bamboo. Alright guys, Panda's right. We've gone through our questions. I've rambled on long enough. If you have any suggestion for other topics you would like us to discuss, please leave it in the comment section down below. If you found this at all interesting or intriguing or whatever, please leave us a like. You can always hit that subscribe button, but that's, the usual stuff. We will be back. I don't know when we're going to be back with another podcast, Panda, but soon. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, and you can stay crafty. Bye!